Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 1 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Guys, do you have busy lives like we do, but still need to get your nutrition in? Well, consider Huel.
Yeah, a couple times a week we're over here and we're working through lunch, and you don't always want to order something. And we rely on this. I've been using it for years. It's great, super high protein, and it's very filling.
And if you're a picky eater like me, you don't get your veggies.
They got a new one, green. Check it out, the
Daily Greens.
But what is Huel? Well, it is the high-protein complete meal for you guys. It's got fiber, healthy fats, carbs, and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. If you're busy, if you're on the go, this is perfect for you guys to stay healthy. So check out our code at Huel.com/AngryJoeShow. Use code AngryJoeShow and you'll get 15% off some of their newest products. Check it out, guys. This is really one of the easiest ways to get 40 grams of protein right away. And if you're healthy like these guys, and maybe me a little bit, but these guys, then you know how important getting that stuff is. So check it out, and thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Guys, check out Huel. I know you're super busy, but you still want to eat healthy, and it's not always good to order DoorDash or Postmates or Uber Eats. It costs a lot of money, and this is so much better for you.
Yeah, guys, check the links down below. It supports the show, and it's very nutritious for you guys. And as you can see here, we have Little Joe. Little Joe's filling in for Other Joe, who Other Joe is taking a vacation, and he is traveling. So, and I've got my Other Joe shirt in his honor. To be fair, the man needs a break from time to time. So he's on vacation. He'll be back on Thursday, which, just in time for Netflix's Witcher, which I think all episodes are coming out at the same time, which is wild. We're not going to be able to review all of them, all 8 of them on once. So just please be patient with us. We'll definitely get to those. And so I'm like, all right, Joe, if you're going to take a vacation, you might as well take one now, right, before he tries to sneak out of these different things. Now is a downtime. We got our Battlefield 6 review out. Go watch the Battlefield 6 review. Put a lot of work into that one. Big epic length review. So thank you so much for your support. And grab a shirt if you want to support, if you want to tell your friends, to be fair, without having to actually say it. And, okay, so let's jump right in. Alex, what the hell has been going on in gaming news?
Last week, we talked a little bit about the AWS outage that kind of brought the internet down. It freaked a lot of people out, tons of things. I think people realize how fragile some of our infrastructure is.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, and
I couldn't get shit to work, and then this was several days later. I couldn't even get on AccuWeather because there was a storm coming. I was trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Tons of things. I mean, people were saying that coffee makers that were connected, and because people have all these smart devices that connect all of these.
Oh no, I can't play Skyrim on my fridge.
Yeah, and so that's why I don't subscribe to that whole smart house bullshit where you need to be connected to things at all times.
No, to be honest, I have a smart faucet downstairs, and it is the worst thing. I fucking hate it. It turns on randomly, scares me in my house. I'm like, oh my god, ghosts are washing the dishes downstairs.
You wish ghosts were washing the dishes.
I know. Oh man, so I just hate the smart house shit, except for some of the lights. Yeah. I like when lights automatically come on and off when I leave rooms and stuff.
Yeah, some of that stuff's great. Your toaster doesn't need to connect to the internet.
No.
And so all of that stuff went down. And apparently it was just a DNS error. And so DNS is just a simple little bug brought half the internet down, and people were freaking out. And that's what most of the United States is asleep. I mean, people over in Europe are like, what the hell is happening? So it's this is bad. And so, especially with some of these services and we'll talk a lot about AI, and we're going to talk about it forever because people are switching over to it. But people are saying that some of these, they're getting rid of a lot of the developers, and they're putting in AI, and, I'm worried about
I thought I heard some stories of people's beds were also messing up or something.
Yeah, where it was constantly in the up position.
The smart beds, yeah. So what's that little joke? Oh, that's rude. He said Joe doesn't have to worry about that because his house is dumb.
Yeah,
it's not a smart house. It's a dumb house. That's messed up, man. Yeah. I'm going to tell Joe you said that when you came back. Because Joe's working hard on his house, making upgrades and improvements and stuff.
Yeah, it's It's real nice. We also got news this week that Apple loses their antitrust lawsuit in the UK. So what's kind of cool is in some places in the world, we hold corporations accountable when they do horrible shit. And so like UK is one of those sometimes. Sometimes, only sometimes. They got problems over there too.
That's not true, Alex, but... Yeah, I guess every once in a while the things will align. A broken clock is correct twice a day.
Yeah, and so they've lost their antitrust lawsuit. They could face fines up to £1.5 billion of damages for excessive and unfair prices.
Good.
Apple's one of those companies that they sell everything based on a name.
Overpriced shit that is almost, I feel, designed to fucking fail.
Well, they had this whole problem with the planned obsolescence thing. They weren't giving you power cables. There was an entire year, full year, where the only thing they marketed about their phone is what it was made out of. I don't give a fuck what your phone is made out of. Tell me about like what it does and all the performance. And they're like, no, it's made out of something different. I like it. And when I text people, the bubbles are different colors. It's like, who the fuck cares?
I hate it.
Yeah. So that is what Apple has turned into. They're not really innovating it in a lot of cases.
The only Apple thing that I ever had, I think, because they bought Dr. Dre or the Beats.
Beats, yeah.
Because, like, you know, when me and my girl was going on vacations, I wanted to have the headset, and they could do two. Yeah. You could just watch one thing and have two. Like, and I didn't see anybody else doing that. I wish more people would do that. It's super helpful for when you're going on trips. But other than that, fuck Apple.
I hear AirPods are really good. I was looking into them. I have an Android phone, and they're like, hey, use some functionality. So, but look, Apple's fucking up all over the world.
Oh, we also have the Air Tracker thing. So I put it on Joe, you know, to track where he's going. Because you can't lose your Joe.
The problem is if you got a van and
so I know Joe tells me he's going on vacation, I need to make sure that where he's at all times. So I know Joe. Oh, look, there he is. He's somewhere in Mexico. That's where Joe's at right now.
We got this week, Darktide has announced that they're going to be adding a bunch of new stuff. Now, Darktide's a game that I initially loved. I put in like 100 hours in that game. We played it, and the problem is it was kind of shallow. The more you played it, the more you realized it was missing. And you looked at something like Vermintide, and you're like, wait a minute, how come they're getting all the really cool stuff, and then Darktide's not getting any of the stuff? And you know, honestly,
the 40K universe is a little harder sometimes to do than the fantasy universe. I know it's a little more difficult, but they definitely should be doing better. And they have done several updates to make it better. But what are they doing now?
Yeah, they're adding a new class. They're adding new story stuff. And they're just doing everything they can to try to kind of get people back to the game. So.
I've been wanting to try the Arbites.
Yeah, that's the
I want to try the Arbites guy, which is, if y'all don't know, it's the Judge Dredd. They based their Arbites off of Judge Dredd, which UK thing, 2000 AD. Obviously, Games Workshop is also UK, and then it came full circle when the Arbites came out. They're basically the police force in the 40K universe, and you can get them in Kill Team, but also use them on the tabletop. And I painted all mine as Judge Dredd. You know, the green, blue, the classic gold with the eagle. And I just wish if they ever reboot a Judge Dredd movie, or if they do another Judge Dredd, I need it to be that. I need it to be faithful to the comic books. It's goofy, it's weird, it's interesting, and that's what I hope for. Instead of everything all generic and blocky and washed out. That was the only criticism I had. I actually liked the first 10 minutes of that Stallone movie because it was really sweet. Yeah. But then Rob Schneider shows up and ruins the rest of the fucking film.
Well, and then the writing also.
And the writing.
Writing's also real bad.
And the writing. Yeah, what was his tagline from that? He was like,
the law?
I knew you'd say that. Or is that from a different one? No, I think it is. I knew you'd say that.
And then
law.
Yeah, crazy. Look, goofy stuff is hard. I mean, even the 40K universe sometimes forgets how goofy it can be.
Yeah,
and they try to take it real serious because some people want that. They
want it grim dark, and it's too grim dark. And now they're even starting to take away stuff, from the universe that I thought was fun. The only one that's fun now is the orcs, and they're like my favorite faction now because they're the only ones
still fun. Yeah.
They're still fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a little mad at Rebellion. I wish they would fucking hurry up and do something with Netflix or HBO or Peacock,
Carl Urban,
whatever they need to do to get a series. Yeah, Carl Urban, I'm down with him to come back.
Yeah,
but
just a little goofier, and I think they
brighten it up.
Yeah. So that's Darktide's trying to get back. They're trying to, they're saying there's going to add more stuff to Vermintide 2, which I honestly think that Vermintide's been updated. It feels like more times than Darktide since Darktide's released.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get people back, and so new stuff coming.
Okay.
And the big story this week, of course, one of the biggest stories. I mean, as far as you've been covering games for forever in the console wars and people talking about who Xbox and whatever the PlayStation.
I gave up on that shit a long time ago. Almost when my show started, I realized that the console wars are fucking stupid, and that's for 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. I grew out of that phase, that tribalism, and now just it's gaming, good gaming, and then we started the show. Yeah. But it is sad. It is sad to see what has happened to Xbox and their games, and now we've got something I never thought would happen.
Master Chief's coming to PlayStation. So.
Master Chief on PlayStation.
Yeah, Halo Campaign Evolved launches on PS5 in 2026. I mean, people are calling it the end of an era. Some, the Xbox people are like, no, Xbox is changing their strategies. Yeah. So far, like the executives over there are like, hey, our competition isn't another console. That's silly. Our competition is TikTok and all of these other streaming services because we want everything to be an Xbox. We want you to play games how you want to play. Yeah. And while I kind of understand that, that would make sense if they were making good games and supporting their studios, and everything over there seems kind of like it's on fire. So.
Yeah, it looks bad over there. I am kind of excited about Combat Evolved, more Evolved,
Campaign Evolved Part 2.
Yeah,
Infinite
Evolution. So we'll maybe check that out, and maybe I have to check it out on the PlayStation 5 itself just for the cool factor.
Nah, it needs to be played on PC, like Halo was originally designed for.
Yes, so that's true.
Halo will always.
Man, dude, I still remember like those fucking old school magazines. I remember buying them and looking at the pictures of Halo and being like, "What the fuck? This looks. The graphics is so cool. Yeah. This is and we're old.
Yeah,
we're fucking
when
old.
We're reading about them in a magazine, getting game demos
in
the mail.
Hey. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, Little
Joe's an asshole.
Little bitch. But yes, so it's coming to PlayStation, and I don't know. It feels like an end of an era. It feels weird. We knew this was coming when Xbox a couple years ago announced that they wanted to try to make everything an Xbox, including a PlayStation. So now PlayStations are Xboxes. Now. So maybe,
everything is an Xbox.
Maybe Xbox One, because everything's an Xbox. If we move the goalposts, we change the definition of everything, we won.
I'm just so happy I'm alive because I want to see Sarah Bond recently. I don't know if we'd covered this on, in previous weeks. She said, no, we're still in. Oh, yeah, we did cover it. We're still doing the console stuff because there were rumors that, Xbox is going to get out of that console and then you're going to see Xbox games on PlayStation and Nintendo and all this. No. They're still doing the consoles, and she says, the next console is going to be premium. And, the hilarity that ensued last time that they were chasing, I don't know, television and streaming weird shit. I'm actually excited to see how Xbox, out of touch, the people in charge over there are for the next console.
Yeah.
What about you, Little Joe?
Yeah, and they have a lot to make up for because there's rumors over at Microsoft that Microsoft wants to see them start making a 30% profit margin, which is way higher than anyone else. And it's like putting unrealistic expectations on your gaming division when it's already hurting and they've already canceled a bunch of things and things haven't worked out. I think it feels like their gaming division is this wet bar soap and they're squeezing as hard as they can, and I don't think that's sustainable. But what do I know? I don't have a golden parachute, and yeah.
They all have that.
Yeah. The good news about Campaign Evolved is you can jump in with 4-player online co-op. You can also do cross-play and cross-progression across console and PC.
We want to do that on legendary difficulty.
Yeah. So I will be able to use keyboard and mouse. I haven't played the first one. I played, some of the later ones, keyboard and mouse.
Well, you're horrible on controller.
I mean, after the 90s, I was really good when we were like forever ago. And then,
Yeah, no. And to be fair, I am horrible on controller too. I recently Alex, oh my God, the fucking helicopters and jets are so fun in Battlefield when you use a controller.
Yeah.
Immediately ruined by the tow missiles that kill it in one hit without even lock on. We'll have a news story about that here, I think, in our second news episode. But, I'll play the vehicle on the controller, and then I'll forget to set the controller down for when I'm fighting. And, I just... Because you have to make the micro adjustments. And I don't know. I guess auto aim is off by default, or I don't know. Because the auto aim usually helps out the controller players.
Yeah.
But I've seen some really fucking good controller players.
There's professionals.
But you have to practice. You have to just be used to it. And it was just so weird after being keyboard and mouse FPS forever to try to do it on controller.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep the keyboard and mouse for sure, but I'm very excited to be able to do 4-person. And then there's 3 new missions. We'll get to see what those look like if they are, if there's effort put into them.
What? I didn't know that. 3 new missions?
Yeah,
okay.
They said that they're adding, let's see.
What the hell? That'll be interesting.
Campaign, Evolved. They said it's going to be... new missions. Fight beside Sergeant Avery Johnson, one of Master Chief's most beloved stalwart allies. You encounter new characters, so there's all sorts of new stuff that they're adding in there.
Johnson.
I'm curious to see what the effort for some of these new missions look like. I want to see. Sometimes they simply put things in and they have it's.
A little worried about it because it's not Bungie anymore. Like whoever made these new levels, you're kind of injecting your own bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, Bungie made that game. It was fucking perfect. It's fucking amazing. So I am interested, but I am a little wary of it.
Yeah. Halo Studios is filled with maybe there's some competent people in there that just they
hired some guys.
Yeah, but the 343 sucked. They've sucked the entire time they've been in charge. So I don't know. I don't have high hopes. You did mention that Microsoft reconfirmed this week about next-gen hardware is in development. So Sarah Bond discussed the company's partnership with Xbox with Republica Gaming for Xbox Ally.
Yeah,
and they're totally working on like the next Xbox. And then just to confirm to people, it's like, hey, just because we're giving Halo to everybody doesn't mean we're giving up. We're not turning into like Sega that's making games and just but not making things anymore. So. If you're worried and you still want to buy Xbox
stuff
series or whatever the next one's going to be called, it's still coming. All right.
And the Xbox controllers are always my favorite, so I'm curious to see if they'll evolve their controller even
bigger.
More. From the Duke.
Bigger.
You remember the fucking Duke, Little Joe? Oh shit!
It's bigger than his head.
It's bigger than this. Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah, all right, fuck you. He says he's the best on controller. Everybody else sucks in the AJS show except for him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he needs the aim assist.
Shut up before I put you back in that closet. And what is that? We need, what? Okay. He's right. We do need to bring him out a little more because he disappears the whole time. People are like, where's Little Joe? Well, he's right here.
He's right there.
Other Joe. Other Joe. No, Other Joe is Other Joe. This is Little Joe.
Do you remember playing Halo 1?
But my barber keeps calling Other Joe Little Joe. He's like, where's Little Joe? And I think he's talking about my thing. Oh, wait, well, that guy doesn't watch my show. Because Joe used to get his hair cut at the same barber I did. But then, when he moved, then he stopped going to that barber. And there was, where's Little Joe?
Yeah, they felt disrespect that he's not there.
They want his business. Yeah. But what did you say?
So I remember playing on the Duke in Halo, and the Halo pistol was Halo 1 pistol so fucking OP.
Yeah.
It would auto lock neck area. All you had to do is slight flick up.
Oh yeah, it's like a
headshot,
sniper rifle.
And then
it was fucking sweet.
It's sweet. It's still one of my favorite guns in any game.
Yeah.
But like that controller, the controller auto assist did a lot of heavy lifting for
a lot
back in the day.
They do a lot of heavy lifting. All right, we got a lot of wait. I got some stories. Hold on.
Stories.
I wanted to tell you about Warhammer 40,000 every chance I get. So Bolt Gun 2, which is going to be the sequel to that Doom-like, Wolfenstein 3D Doom-like 40K game, which I wish I would have been able to review or put some time into. It just came out during a busy time, so maybe we'll get to do Bolt Gun 2. But anyways, our Space Marine boy, Malium Cato, is back, and you will get in the sequel, but this time you're going to get to play as a Sister of Battle. If you don't know who the Sisters of Battles are, the Adeptus Sororitas, they are fucking sweet-ass battle chicks with white hair and fucking flying angels, and they burn everything and they purge. They're a little crazy. They're like, you know, don't put your woo-hoo in the crazy. So you probably don't want to date a Sister of Battle
half
because
the internet wants to.
That's how it is. That's all the girls at the conventions. They dress up as the Sisters of Battle. Well, apparently you'll get to be your own Sister of Battle in the new game, wielding. You got a power sword, bolt pistol combo. You can switch to a melt-gun, flamer. I'm sure she's gonna have some good fucking quotes as she's burninating the people,
screaming. I mean, I just love the fact that we don't have to play those garbage vanilla bullshit blueberry assholes.
Yes,
because Ultramarines are played out.
I knew you would appreciate the fact that you don't have to fucking play as.
Stop! Games Workshop, they're your worst. It's like, look, Space Marines can be cool. They're not my favorite, but they can be cool. But you know what are never cool? Ever is Ultramarines.
I think Ultramarines can be cool.
When?
Calgus and his sword, his fucking guards. There's some cool ones in there. The Sword Brethren. I know that's Black Templar. But the shield bearers and escorts, they have some cool looking helmets. But you're right, they are the most generic.
Cool?
They are the most generic.
Cool.
The blue and yellow boys. But Alex, I have nostalgia because when I bought the second edition and my grandma bought it for me, the big box edition.
They're the first things I ever
painted.
painted.
They're the first things I ever painted. Blue and yellow.
I completely agree.
I'm not going to shit on them as much as
you. When you grow up, you realize how trash some of the stuff you used to play.
There are way cooler chapters out there than the Ultramarines.
All of them.
So there's a lot of Ultramarine hate over here.
Oh, here.
That side.
Number one hater, they fucking suck.
But you can either be Ultramarine or you can be Sister of Battle. So check that out. When this comes out is... they don't have an exact date. It is 2026, so wish list it. And as a follow-up story to something we covered last week, Twitch and their failure to protect content creators and their female streamers from weirdos, and then just kind of blowing it off and acting like it wasn't that big of a deal, and she had to beg to get the motherfucker knocked out of the convention. But finally, Twitch CEO Dan Clancy apologizes for the TwitchCon assault of Imaru and his comments afterwards. He said, quote, "We failed, both in allowing it to occur and in our response following." That's a good response, but, you know, they're words. They're fucking words.
It's and
unless you... Exactly.
I'm sorry. We're sorry.
Yeah. Unless you actually do something about it. So they also tweeted on the main fucking Twitch account.
Oh, no, they tweeted.
Oh, shit. They said, "First, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during the meet and greet. It shouldn't have happened. We take that very seriously. We failed in both allowing it to occur and in our response following. And we mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes comments I made. I apologize to Imaru for all that took place. What are we doing moving forward?" So this is interesting because, you know, the OJ likes to go to these, and I mean, I usually stay back at HQ to like, you know, make sure the place, keep the lights on and still do reviews and put out videos, but I've considered going too. Let's see. For meet and greets, we've begun a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as other issues that came to our attention. We're examining everything from how we do sign-ups to the layouts on the floor to increase security controls. We're doing a comprehensive review of all our overall event safety and security. We'll be making updates for future TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all security updates for privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about the changes. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see. I mean, a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people like you know, other streamers that had great positive experiences there with your community, and you know, we love hanging out with our community, maybe setting up things afterwards. But I do think that if it's an official capacity and official channels, that TwitchCon, with enough money that they have to set these things up, they need to be have structure.
We have a horrible, and I do mean horrible, little not Austin Comic Con, but there's another one, and I'm not going to name names. And we used to go like, we're not going this year because of how bad it is. Even they have better security than Twitch normally does. Like you can just put tables in a way to like cord people off and make sure they have to go through certain areas. So if Twitch has the money to do these things, there's no excuse for them not to. They just have to take these complaints seriously. Excuse. And then, I think most importantly, when there is something that happens, don't lie about it. Don't say, oh, we definitely got him out. It's like after a manager begged you for hours to throw him out because she didn't feel safe.
I don't know about the CEO, man. He seems, it's like he's just... he's too much in the spot, in the community, and so anything negative, he just tries to brush it off instantly. That's not how you should take things. You have a certain responsibility. You should be like, oh, I'm just learning about this. Let me look into it. Yeah. But somebody asks him something, he's got to play it cool, man. He's the coolest grandpa. He's the great, coolest guy. I'm the rich CEO, and I can anoint you as the Twitch's preferred streamers. So, I don't know. I don't like that. But whatever. They apologize. We'll see if they change things, and we'll see if it encourages additional streamers. And mainly the reason why they're doing this is because, they don't want their content creators to stop going. Coke Carnage was like, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go until, they change the policy. I think his problem was something different. It was like IRL streamers running around the floors with crews of 10 people and making content and agitating people.
There was some dude with this giant rig, and he kept trying to push me out of the way, and I was like, you're the one with I'm looking at something over here, and he's like, no, I want to get in the way. It's like, you can wait.
No, fuck you. I don't give a shit just because you have a camera and you think you're somebody. I was here first. Especially if you're doing something. I agree with everybody out there. It's those people don't have any more right to a chair or whatever than anybody else, unless it is an official capacity. Oh, at 5 o'clock, this guy needs to be here. So,
no, it wasn't that.
All right, well then, fuck that guy. Yeah. All right, well, that's I got more, but we're gonna save it for video 2. So stay tuned for video 2. And
check out Huel.
Check out Huel, guys. Definitely our sponsors. Click the links down below if you need a fast meal.
High protein.
Yeah, nutritious. So check it out, guys, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.